Okay, so today what we're going to talk about are pair potentials. And these are different models for describing the potential energy between pairs of particles. We're going to talk about three different potentials. The Coulomb potential, which is a potential that describes the interaction between charged particles. So typically we're going to think about things like electrons and protons and describe their interaction through the Coulomb potential. That's not the only context in which you might think about charged particles. You might think about the interaction between ions. You might think about if you study semiconductor devices or photovoltaics, you'll talk about electron hole pairs or excitons, and the Coulomb potential comes into play with electron hole pairs as well. We'll talk about the harmonic potential as a model for the intramolecular potential between bonded atom pairs. So imagine like a diatomic molecule like I've drawn here. So you might have, for example, OH. This is the oxygen atom in red, and blue is the H atom. So simple diatomic molecule, and there is a potential energy as a function of the separation between the O and the H atom. Similarly, with the Coulomb potential, if I didn't say it, there's a separation between the positive and the negative charge. We're always going to call this separation R in this lecture today. And so there's a potential energy as a function of that separation. And then finally, we'll talk about the Lennard-Jones potential, which we use to model the intermolecular potential between two non-bonded polarizable atoms or molecules. And again, there's like a separation between those atoms, which we'll call R. And so you could think about, for example, the noble gases are really good examples of atoms which are polarizable that don't really participate in bonding, but you could have, for example, two helium atoms separated by some separation R, or the argon atom separated by some separation R, and so on. And they would experience a potential. A lot of times we call that a van der Waals interaction, right? It's not really a bonded pair experiencing a potential, and it's certainly not just a simple set of charged particles like the Coulomb potential, but it certainly experiences a potential. And we use something called the Lennard-Jones model to describe that potential.